All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Morgan Parfitt-David, the creator of Predictive Football, the talent ID tool Predictive Football. I'm doing this short video today to talk about how Predictive Football can help you increase the efficiency and the speed at which you scout for players, and especially young players. I wanted to do this video after an article that came out in the press. Thanks to the French journalist Timothée Pinot, which I thank for talking about predictive football. So it's been an article published in the French national magazine France Football and also L'Equipe. So I can share my screen and show you the article. That's not very relevant if you're not speaking French, but in this little article, Timothée was talking about data and how data can improve the efficiency of scouting currently. So I wanted to talk about this article, and also the journalist in this article asked a scout about the use of data while scouting, and mental skills in particular, the use of mental skills while scouting. And the scout he's been talking with was kind of commenting on the use of data and mental skills data in scouting, saying that in this article, the scout says that if he watches enough videos of a given player, like after 30 games he's watched a player play, then he will be able to determine his personality and his behavior, as well as if we do tests. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that very quickly, very shortly. I'm gonna stop the sharing. Well, of course, we're not saying that looking at players play and looking at players' behavior on the pitch is totally irrelevant to scouting. On the contrary, we think that's very important too. That's a good way to figure out how players are communicating with one another, how a player reacts to disappointment, how a player reacts to good things and bad things happening in the game. But predictive football goes beyond that. It also allows you to assess mental skills that can't be seen on the pitch, like what the player is doing during training, what he's doing at home. So that's basically what we're doing with predictive football. We're assessing mental skills that are related to his daily behavior, all right, and daily reactions and habits. So that's habits really that we're measuring with predictive football, and that's way more powerful than watching a player play and looking at players' behavior on the pitch, which, as I can say, is relevant and very important, but that's far from being the whole story. So yeah, and it's way quicker too, as when taking an assessment, a player only takes 40 minutes, an hour of his time, and that's way quicker than the scouts watching 30 games to be able to determine or infer what the player's personality might be given his behavior on the pitch. So that was the first comment of the scout, and the second comment of the scout is that he can't see how a player, a talented player, if many clubs are interested in that player, we take a test at our club. Okay, if he's got 10 clubs looking to recruit him, why would he take a test with us? And well, of course, that's a good point, but it has to be remembered that predictive football is mostly relevant and efficient for young players. So for instance, 12, 13, 14-year-old players. And it's quite rare, actually, that teenagers are really sought after by clubs as much as talented player. Of course, if you're talking about a 25-year-old player who has had the opportunity to show off his skills already, then many clubs are going to be willing to recruit a player, and that doesn't make much sense to have him take a test, the estimated potential, because you know that this guy is talented and it's going to be a great addition to your club. So that doesn't make much sense to assess its potential, given that it's obvious already. But predictive football is about reveal players' potential and talents, but before it is obvious to everyone. So that's what it's about. Of course, that's mostly relevant for young players up to 18 or 20 years old. And finally, for professional players, we also have solutions where players take other mental skills assessment, so that we're able to assess their strengths and weaknesses from a mental point of view, and provide guidelines about how to improve them. So I'm talking about willpower, grit. We're talking about self-monitoring skills. We're talking about coping, the way he copes with pressure, the way he organizes himself. These are self-monitoring skills and planning skills. So we're talking about a whole lot of mental skills that we can assess in professional players, so as to provide guidelines and help them be more professional, be more efficient at coping with all the challenges related to being a professional football player. All right, well, thanks for listening. PredictaFootball.com if you're interested, and I'll see you next time in the next video. Bye.